The Advent Storybook, 25 Bible stories showing why Jesus came. Written by Laura Ritchie, illustrated by Ian Dale. Day 9. Jacob's family. Genesis chapters 27 through 30, 37, and 39. 1 John chapter 2 verses 10 through 11. Whoever loves his brother abides in the light, and in him there is no cause for stumbling. But whoever hates his brother is in the darkness and walks in the darkness. When Isaac grew up, he got married and had 2 sons. God's promise to give Abraham a big family was starting to come true. But Isaac's family had many problems. His sons fought a lot. His son Jacob tricked his other son Esau and stole from him. Esau grew so angry that Jacob had to run away. One night, God gave Jacob the same promises that he had given Abraham and Isaac. Jacob would have a huge family that would bless the world. But Jacob's new family also had problems. Marriage was supposed to be between one man and one woman, like it was at the beginning with Adam and Eve. But Jacob married 4 women. They fought a lot because each wife wanted Jacob to love her the best. Jacob had 12 sons, and guess what his sons did? They fought a lot too. They fought the most with one son named Joseph. Jacob loved Joseph the most and gave him special gifts, which made Jacob's other sons very jealous and angry. Joseph also had dreams that showed his brothers bowing down to him. Joseph told his brothers about the dreams, and they got so angry that they wanted to kill Joseph. When Joseph was just 17 years old, his brothers trapped him and sold him as a slave. How would God's promise to Abraham come true like this? How could a family that fought so much be a blessing to the whole world? What do you think God was planning for Joseph? This is one of my favorite stories in the Bible because of one particular Bible verse. First of all, Jacob and Esau did fight, and Jacob did steal from Esau, but it wasn't something minor, it was his birthright. The story goes that Jacob tricked his father into giving him his brother's birthright by covering his arm in some type of hair from an animal and tricking his father, because apparently Esau had hairy arms, and Isaac reached out and felt Jacob's hairy arm, thought it was Esau, and gave him his blessing, gave him his birthright. So it wasn't something minor, it was something major that Jacob stole. But this story about Joseph, and when it says that his father loved him very much and gave him special things, he gave him this coat of many colors. Years ago, I had my kids watch a pretty neat movie. I think it was on the Disney app that I have gotten rid of because no thank you, Disney. But it was a good movie. It was a good movie about Joseph. There are plenty of Bible cartoons on YouTube. I shouldn't say plenty. There's lots. It's wonderful. I'm going to see if I can find one about this for the kids to watch. But this leads me to one of my favorite Bible verses, Genesis 50:20. This is where Joseph's brothers, who had sold him into slavery, he went as a slave in Egypt, ended up being adopted into the kingdom with Pharaoh, and then married a beautiful Egyptian woman and went on and became a great leader in Egypt. Doing very, very good things. But his brothers came back, desperate, starving, and bowed at his feet and apologized. And Joseph says to them in Genesis chapter 50, verse 20, he said, "What you intended for harm, the Lord used for good, and because of that, many lives have been saved." That is one of the most powerful and empowering things I've ever heard one human being tell another. You don't get the blame. God gets the credit. Yes, you hurt me. But the Lord was Romans 8:28ing the whole time, working all things out for the good of those called according to his purpose, and Joseph was most definitely called according to his purpose. Here's a little pop quiz for you. How, after reading this, was Joseph related to Isaac? It took my kids a minute to figure it out. Good job, Clara. Clara figured it out. That's it for today. Merry Christmas!